Alright guys, so today I'm going to give you guys kind of a review slash just some footage from the macro lens I got in the mail today. This one was like number 2 ranked. I think it was around 30 bucks, but it comes with your macro lens 25 times. You got a telescopic lens and a fisheye lens and a wide eye lens. For these purposes, excuse me, I'm just going to show the macro lens, because generally that's what most of the people want to do. Your telescopic is going to be for outside. Wide lens is just kind of, pointless for fish or shrimp or anything like that. And then your fisheye is just, whatever. But right now it's filming in just your my normal phone. It's a Samsung Galaxy or Note 10 Plus. This is in 1x, and probably about 6 inches from, not even that, 4 inches from the screen or from the tank. I've already kind of messed with it a little bit. I will tell you this: it's not exactly easy to use. I'm going to try to keep this as smooth as possible. Probably have to do quite a bit of editing just because I have to use a particular stand in order to get some of these shots. Yeah. So anyway, this is a clip-on one. I'll give a link and a picture of all this stuff here, probably in the beginning of the video, and as well as the end. But I will say this: most phones, you're going to have your manual focus and your autofocus. I will show you both, but honestly, I recommend using manual. And I will show you some of the pros and cons of this thing. Honestly, 30 bucks. If you have a phone and that's your only source of taking videos, then I would recommend it. If you have a camera and you can go that route, I would recommend that more. The problem is with this thing is you got to be right up, basically to the glass, and your shrimp or fish or whatever has to be right up to the glass as well. If it's back, even just a little bit, 3 inches probably, it's too far. 2 inches is probably almost too far. It's got to be right up to the glass, at least from what I'm able to do. It's kind of tough to get them in focus. It seems to be like part of the shrimp. I'm using shrimp for an example. Most of us know how big they are. They're about an inch long. But it seems like I can get some of it in focus and then some of it's not. But you definitely got to play with it. But it's really good if you have something that's right on the glass, like a snail, or the shrimp's right next to the glass. It's pretty good. But I'll throw the lens on now and kind of show you what we do and how it works and all that stuff. So here we go. Okay, so I know it's blurry, but this is the camera in the same exact spot it was on 1x with the macro lens 25 times. So clearly it's blurry. And as long as the shrimp play nice, I may be able to get some of them in the video. If not, you're just going to see some rocks and whatnot. But most likely we'll get some shrimp. And definitely some snails. Just show you for reference. So let me try to zoom. Let me switch to manual focus. Okay, so here's same distance. And I'm bringing the focus up and down all the way. And like I said, I'm about 4 inches from the glass. And as you can see, there's nothing. I can't zoom in. You're getting no focus. Let's try a more of a magnified. We'll go to 2x. Still blurry. And then we'll go manual focus. And the reason you want to do manual focus is you can kind of find the sweet spot. The autofocus just seems to be, it'll focus for a second and then it'll lose it. Alright, so nothing. Let's go 4 times. And manual focus. Nothing. Okay. So you got to have this thing in zoomed in pretty close. We'll go back to 1. Okay. And this is the thing. You really got to mess around even when they're close. Sometimes you got to pull it right off. It's really touchy. So let's see if I can get this thing as close. So right now I'm about let's see, half an inch off of the glass. All right, 1x. We'll mess around with the focus. Obviously, it was best. That's the best it's gonna get, and I'm gonna have to. You see as I move it. This is touching the glass. This is me moving it away. Okay. You got to find that sweet spot. You know. Let's go ahead and zoom it into 2 times. Okay. Manual focus. It's just, you know, it's tough. See how great that, and sorry it's shaky, it's just, that's what happens with the neck, but, I mean, this is great up close. This is 2 times, and that's a piece of gravel. Okay, so now I am about half an inch from the glass. The snails I'm showing are easier to film. They don't move around as much. These snails are probably, I mean, the size of a small ant. A couple millimeters. They're very small. They're babies. I'll try to get some still pictures of them as well. But I'm about half an inch away, and you can see it's kind of blurry, so we'll mess around with the focus. But, and another thing is your glass has got to be spotless. And like I said, this is 1x. So it's definitely making them. Sometimes you got to pull it away. I'm sorry for the shakiness. This is just really hard to do. You know, phone and whatnot. So let's go in, zoom in a little bit. We'll go to 2x. Let's find one. There we go. I mean, pretty cool. Like I said, these things are really small. Let's go in a little bit farther now. Go 4. You just gotta find that sweet spot. I'll include some still pictures of stuff I got with shrimp and the snails and whatnot. Videoing is not easy. I don't really recommend this for videoing. As you can see, it's really shaky. And then we'll see if we can go in farther. We'll go. I mean, we're really close. Woo! I mean, it's really hard. The camera lens is probably, when I get in this far, I gotta pull it away a little bit. Back to about 3/4 of an inch, probably an inch. But it's really not easy to do, as you can see. I'll try to get this snail that's in the bowl. He's probably about 2 inches away. I don't know if it's going to be possible. We'll zoom out to 1. And this was the focus. I mean, it just doesn't really. See how good the gravel gets? I mean, if it's right there, you're good. But when you go away, let's look. And just 1x. We'll go to 4. So you can't even zoom in on it. And I'm right next to the glass. So whatever it's got to be, whatever you're filming, it's got to be right next to the glass. This is 1x. Phone's probably about 1/2 inch from it. And like I said, you got to have clean glass. Not the best looking shrimp, but you know what? He's right next to the glass. He's one of my culls. Let's go in 2. You can see, you can start getting some pretty good detail. But like I said, this is more of a picture, still picture thing. So you can kind of see how small, like I said, these things are, and it's magnifying. Here's my fingertip, dirty nail, and he's, you know, 1/2 inch from my finger. So, and if you know what seed shrimp are, you probably just saw one of those go by. So this thing's not much bigger than a seed shrimp. So like I said, it's great for still pictures. I'll put some of those at the end of the video. But for videoing, I wouldn't do it. It's so shaky. Cameras, or cell phone cameras as well, even if you had it perfectly still, when you zoom into a certain extent, it moves. I don't know if it's just the camera trying to focus. I don't know what it is, but it definitely moves. So would I get it? If you were trying to get macro pictures of a fish that moves around, or a shrimp, I mean, good luck. If you can get them to where they're eating and you can get them close to the glass, that's probably your best bet. And like I said, I'll just take some pictures and just put them on there. I got some good pictures earlier, and you just really got to be patient and really mess with it. iPhones, I don't know. I mean, my phone's right up there. I mean, with some of the best cameras there is. Like I said, it's a Samsung Note 10 Plus, great camera, and you can get some pretty good pictures. You know, just the camera itself on the phone. But if you want to take the rare macro shot, you know, if you got $30 to spare, 20 something bucks, whatever, what, $28, something like that to spare, hey, you know, do it. But would I go out and do this and expect great things? No. I don't think that this is quite what I thought it was going to be. The telescopic one's pretty cool, and it's, but we're not in that, you know, in that genre of filming. So, anyways, all right. Well, thanks for watching. I'll put on some pictures here, a little slideshow of whatnot. Sorry for all the shakiness, but it is what it is, you know. You only do so much. All right, man. Take it easy.